So yeah, let me share the screen. Let's do a brief revisions for the previous class. Okay, let me share the screen. Wait. Okay. Okay. So for previous class, I'm not sure whether you still remember, we discussed two financial statement. Okay. Number one is about income and expenses statement. So actually from this statement, we will write down, we will fill in all our income. Of course, for your stage, normally pocket money, ang pao or whatever, souvenir or any kind of money, award that you receive. That is like your income. Okay. Income can be from your salary, from your profession, from your part-time job, from whatever that you contribute your time, money, of course, money also, your effort, your time, your skill, your experience in exchange for money. Okay, so that is like under the self-employed. And if you are the business owner, of course, you earn from your business income. If you are investor, then of course, from whatever investment that you invest in, and that is where you get your interest, get your rental, get your investment return. Okay, as a business owner also, you get your return from the business that you invest in, or any kind of startup idea, or you participate with any kind of investment, okay, or any kind of business. Okay, so this is where you get your income, get your salary, get your return. Okay, that is cash in. And then the second part is called expenses, where you spend all your money for your daily life expenses, or even investment, buy something, any kind of item that you purchase. Okay, so if you must have positive cash flow. Okay, if you happen to have a negative or tight cash flow in certain month, is okay. But don't make it always in the same situations that you always in the negative cash flow more than few months or years, plus, etc. That is not healthy. Means something wrong. How you handle your income and expenses. So if you have negative or tight cash flow, then there are two ways for you to adjust accordingly. Okay. The first thing is increase your earning power. Do more. Okay. Contribute more. Extra job. Okay. Maybe morning, afternoon, you go for permanent work. At night, you go for part-time job. Or you do consultations, a consulting job that you give some advice, suggestions, or maybe your idea, creative idea, graphic design, all these things to exchange for money. Okay. Or maybe you refer. You have a very large network, friends and relatives. You can utilize your network to earn money by just referring them to whatever product, services they want, and you earn a referral fee. Okay, you know the land selling. Okay, the plantation land or industrial land, when they some people, they just because they have a lot of rich friends. And 1 year, they just sell 1 or 2 plots of land. They earn a lot of referral fee. So 1 year, they just do 1 or 2 or 3. Then they already accumulate enough money for them to survive for 1 whole year. Okay, so that is the referral fee. Then for expenses, you must know where the money flow to, and so that you can adjust accordingly. So if you have a negative cash flow in the income and expenses statement, your personal statement, This also applies to the business income and expenses statement. So you can adjust accordingly, control where the money flow to. Okay, but before that, you must know very well where your money being spent. Okay, either from the credit card statement, from your bank statement, or even you manually key in. For me, previously, I write it into the diary book. Then after that, I start to use Excel sheet or Google Sheet to key in all my expenses on the daily basis. Okay, now I start to use the credit card statement, e-wallet statement to track my expenses. Okay, the majority of my money spent on what, at least I know. Then I can adjust accordingly. Okay, so now important to grow your passive income so that even you're on vacations, you no need to work, you fall asleep, or maybe anything. Okay, even while you are sleeping, your investment give you the return. That is called passive income. Without or minimum effort, and you still earn the money. That is called passive income. Okay, so that is very important. And if you want in the ESBI, the one that proposed by Robert Kiyosaki, is you must make sure that you don't rely on your individual effort because you have limited time, 24 hours per day. Okay, for your individual, maybe you can earn 1 million. That is your ceiling. That is your maximum effort that you can have. Except you hire more people, try to utilize a teamwork, then you can multiply the return 10 million to 100 million. So try to figure out how to automate the business, how to hire more people, share your load, so that you only focus on something really critical and important to you, like CEO of the company. Okay, why CEO is having a personal admin, personal assistant? Anyone know? What is the reason? Okay, you can let me know what is your thought. Why CEO, the top management of the company, have personal assistant? Why? Personal assistant, secretariat, okay, to handle all the daily matters. And CEO is a very busy and very stressful position. Okay, he or she should only focus on something critical and important. So that secretariat PA is the one who handle to prioritize which one is more critical, which one is not. And of course, as the top management of the company, yeah, Stephen Chin say to help manage, keep track company on track. Yeah, correct. Actually, another thing is sort out, set a prioritize which one is critical and important to be handled by CEO, and those non-related sort them out. Okay, if not, you will be very busy. So the way that you manage your time also very important. So what is really critical, important to you, focus on that all the time. Let's say you have a list of all the important critical tasks and job that you need to finish every day on daily basis. No matter you go to work or you as a student, you always have a whatever critical and important thing. Settle that first. Okay, and some of the job or some of the things you can delegate someone do on your behalf. Okay, so secretariat PA will be the one, personal assistant is the one who sort all the things into critical and important, then only handled by CEO. CDO should focus on something really critical and important and delegate, okay, delegate some other people to handle other things. Okay, or assign some of the, or delegate some of the job to the relevant people. Okay, so, and in some of the part you should ignore, which is doesn't create any value to your life. Okay, like playing games. Okay, you can use that as a recreation. If up to the certain level, that is not recreation anymore. Okay, you're addicted to it, then it will spoil your whole life. Okay, make sure that it's within the control. and not spoil your whole daily time. That all of your time being spent in playing the games, then there will be a problem. Okay, or maybe you are in the gaming industry, and there is another story. Okay, so another statement is called balance sheet. Okay, balance sheet is very important. Okay, so it's very important asset and liability. Asset is the item or investment that you purchase. Okay, it will grow over the year. Okay, it will give you a positive cash flow. Okay, that is called asset. It will grow over the year. Okay, when the time you sell it, it already appreciates, like property, car. But car is a depreciating asset. Okay, the moment that you purchase a car, you drive out from your garage, drive out from the workshop, from the shop that sell you the car, it already dropped 10%. 10%. Okay, the car value dropped 10%. The car that, even a new car, you resell it, it will drop 10% right away. Okay, liability is the loan that you borrow, either for your study, or you borrow from your friend, borrow from the bank, okay, or from the credit card. Credit card is like you're spending future money. Okay, then you pay later. So that is your liability. So if your balance sheet, okay, balance sheet is very important. Because why? Because that will identify your net worth. Net worth. Using your asset deduct liability, it becomes your net worth. You must have positive net worth. Okay, along the time, going when you start to work, then you start to grow your net worth. Some people, they have a huge asset. They also have a huge liability. So in terms of net worth, maybe zero or negative. Okay, so the way to identify whether you are wealthy or not is based on net worth, not because of the asset. Okay, of course, asset contribute to it, but you know, some people, they have higher asset and together higher liability. So net worth is equal to zero. Okay, so still remember, for whatever money that you spend, always ask yourself, will it add value to your life, happiness to your life or not? Don't spend the money just to impress someone else. No, useless. Okay, no one can instruct you, give you idea what kind of life that you want. You know better of yourself. Okay, don't spend the money just to impress other people, show off. No. Okay, it won't create value to your life. Important, you know better what kind of life that you want. Okay, don't compare with other people. Okay, so that will be my key summary from the previous sessions. Okay, any question that you want to ask before I go for the new one? Okay, any questions, or maybe you want to add something or you share something, it's fine. Okay, then of course I will share with you all the link. Okay, the financial calculator link, and also the other 4 is the AI tools. Okay, I share here first, then later I want you to follow me to do the exercise. Okay, so far, okay, any question? If you feel shy, you can type in the chat box. Okay, hi Rick. Hi, okay. Okay, if no, then let's continue. Good. So now, today, we're going to discuss on how are we going to use the financial calculator or AI tools to help us to identify the value, high value of money. Okay, high value of money is very important. Still remember, the money that you have, you can put in your pillow, in your wallet, without do nothing. Okay, without doing anything about it, and it will depreciate because of the inflations. Okay, 1 year, 4%. Okay, it will depreciate your purchasing power. Okay, if you didn't do anything about it, it keep on depreciating, except that you preserve it or you invest. Okay, so it's the same. So the important is having the cash now. So now you owe me $100. So better you return to me $100. I get it now better. But if you want to pay me 1 year later, then you must pay me the loss of waiting for 1 year. The money will depreciate its value if you didn't do anything about it. So for me to wait to take money from you, the $100 that I lent to you, then you need to pay me in the form of interest. Okay, so that is time value of money. Okay, let's say now you pay me is $100. After 1 year, you need to pay me 104 because the $4 is the inflation, the loss of waiting. Okay, the loss of lending the interest, the return of lending the money to you. That is called time value of money. Actually, in terms of time value of money, there are a lot of levels. Okay, there are few levels, but today we only touch the fundamental. Okay, now when we still remember the simple interest and the compounding interest. So for simple interest, it doesn't count in the interest that you gain after 1 year into your principal. They keep on calculating on the principal, the same principal. Okay, so let's say you put 1,000 into the saving, it gives you 5%, the simple interest per year. So means that every year you earn $50. After 3 years, you earn $150 as interest after 3 years. And you add it into the principal, then it becomes 1,150. Okay, so let me know if you're okay until now for the simple interest. You don't need to use financial calculator. Simple interest calculation, you don't need to count no need to use a financial calculator. So for this one, if you can understand, you say okay in the chat box. At least I know that you are okay for this simple interest calculation. Okay, Christina, thank you. Aaron, Reed, okay, Stephen. Yeah. So that is called simple interest. So if 5 years, you add another 2. Okay, so it becomes $1,250. So that is after 5 years. So simple interest is nothing special. But the compounding interest is very crazy in terms of return. Okay, so that is very important. Now, come to the second one. Okay, so I want every one of you in your computer, can you open the financial calculator? Okay, can you count? Now, this is the financial calculator. You follow the link. Okay, you follow the link. It should be look like at the right-hand side, the TVM calculator, time value money calculator. No need to use the advanced versions. Okay, so you just open the financial calculator at your browser. Any browser is fine. When you're ready, can you type ready? When you're ready, your financial calculator, okay, good. Now, so this is the compounding interest calculation. So Mark invest 500 in a term deposit that earns 4% interest compounded annually. How much will his investment be worth after 5 years? Okay, now look at the right-hand side, the TVM calculator called time value money calculator. So now at the top one actually is the mode. Okay, the mode, end mode or beginning mode. So it depends. If you use the beginning modes, you will have extra 1 time to add in. Okay, means that you get the money in the early of the year called beginning mode. But for whatever investment that you get, normally you will receive it by the end of the year. That is called end mode. Okay, so that is the difference between end modes and beginning modes. Most of the time, we will use end mode, except there are certain situations where you want to get the money right now. Now, whatever you have some words like right away, get it now, then you will use beginning modes. There will be extra 1 term, calculate into the output, into your return or into your number amount. Okay. Now the second item is called present value. Present value is the amount that in today number. Okay, in today value. That is called present value. And payment is called periodic payment. Okay, that will be the advanced level, the payment, PMT. Okay, you put aside payment first because we are not touching payment today. Okay, because payment a bit intermediary or advanced. Okay, actually time value money can be very complex one. Okay, so whatever I share today is more on basic, at least give you some idea. And if you're interested, you can dig more. You can go into the YouTube or even any kind of class that will teach you from basic until the advanced level. Then you are very pro. Okay, you can calculate a lot of things. Then the third one is called future value, because you want to know how the present value look like in the future, and that is the amount. And sometimes it will come out negative. Ignore the negative. Okay, ignore the negative. It doesn't matter. Okay, positive, negative, it doesn't matter. Okay, important is the number. So that is the future value. Annual rate actually is the interest rate. Either it's the investment return or inflation rate. Okay, then period is like how many times. 5 years later, then here will be 5. 3 years later, then it will be 3. 10 years later, then here will be 10. Okay, then compounding. Normally we compounding at the annual basis. Normally, but what in the bank normally it will be annual basis. Okay, anyone here came across that compounding at the daily, let's say a daily basis? Daily basis, weekly basis, or monthly basis, or quarterly basis. Okay. Another one is semi-annual basis. Okay, semi-annual basis. Okay, so when you deal with bank, most of the time they will use annual basis. Okay, but there are some illegal loan in the market, loan company or loan individual. They call it short loan. They will compound the interest at the daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, or any annual basis. Now, which one will give you a crazy number? Daily or annually? Or monthly, quarterly, weekly? Which one is the crazy one? You can type in the chat box. Which one will compound a crazy amount? Okay, to your basic number. Is it daily, monthly, quarterly, or you can choose any number, is fine. Maybe this is new to you, it's fine. Okay, Aaron say annually, Christina say quarterly basis. Okay, now let's say I give you one example. Let's say 5%. Let's say the interest rate is 5%. Okay, if you compound daily for 1 year, okay, Stephen Chin say weekly. Now, for 5%, if I say compound daily, after 1 year, you will compound 365 times. 365 times for daily. If it compound annually, after 1 year, it will compound 1 time for annually. So which one more crazy? Actually is daily. Daily is more crazy. Sorry. Okay, I type again. Daily is 365 times for daily, and 1 year will be 365 times after 1 year. But if it's annually, then it will be 1 time after 1 year. So the one give you a crazy return is daily. Daily. Let's say I put 5% daily compounded. After 1 year will be 365 times compounded. So the amount will give you a crazy return. Okay, so those illegal loan company, normally they will compound at the daily basis. So that's why they will become a number that you cannot pay back. Okay, now for this case study, Mark invest 500 in the term deposit that earn 4% interest compounded annually. So annually means compound after 1 year is 1 time, no? After 3 years, 3 times, no? Okay. How much will his investment worth after 5 years? So I want you to do together with me. Okay. The answer should be 608.35 in 5 years. From 500 to 608.35. So you do together with me. So for financial calculator, because his principal, present value, the money that he invests is now. So you put 500 in the present value. So you can key in your financial calculator as per the right hand side, the picture that show under the calculator. So you put in the present value 500. Then you leave it blank for payment and you leave it blank for future value. And you put 4% in the 4. You put 4 in the annual rate. And you put 5 in the period because 5 years. Then put it compounded annually. And then you click on the FV button. Click on the FV button, which is just now the blank in the column. Okay, then you will get 608.35. Okay, anyone get the answer? Anyone get the answer? Okay, Christina and also Rick, thanks. Good. So I share in the screen also. Okay, 500. Okay, and you leave blank for your payment. Of course, you don't change, you put it end modes because no matter end modes or beginning mode, it doesn't matter. Then for future value, you just put blank also. Annual rate, you put 4, period, you put 5. Annually, you put annually, then you just click on the future value. Then you will get 608. 608. Stephen also get it. Whoever done get the number you type me. At least I know you can follow. Okay. Anyone got the number? Okay. Yeah. Melinda, Rick, Victoria, Aaron, Christina. Good. Thanks. So now I want you to change the present value 500 to 1000. Okay, you change the present value 100 to 500 to 1000. Then can you click the future value again? What is your number? Future value. You click future value again. Anyone get what is your number? You can type in the chat box. Okay, Aaron Wang. Okay, Linda. Yeah, correct. So this is 1000 after 5 years, it will become 1200. Yeah, correct. Thanks. Rick also snapshot in the chat box. Thanks. Okay, now I want to change the interest rate. If the interest rate is higher, the return will be higher. Can you change the interest rate to 6%? 6% means that every year you invest, now you invest 1000 and every year it gives you 6% of return and you compound 5 times because annually, after 5 years, it becomes 1338. Okay, anyone get the same number with like me? You type in the chat box. Ah, Christina, wow, very smart, very fast. Okay, Rick also. Okay, Stephen, good. Ah, Minda, yeah. So you can play around all these, then you will know. You can calculate all the investment. Today value, today what is the number? After several years, what is the number? It's very accurate one for this financial calculator. Okay, it's different from scientific calculator that you will use in your secondary school. It's totally different. Okay, so of course, in a financial calculator, they have a lot of category. Okay, we won't discuss in detail, but actually there is a one professional called CFP. CFP, okay, called Certified Financial. Let me type. Okay, this is the US certificate, US professional certificate called CFP, Certified Financial Planner. So if you study this, you will get this professional cert, you will recognize in the international stage to about 20 plus country. And you can become a financial planner. And in the class, you will be taught in detail how to calculate different scenario, the loan, investment return, whether worth to go in or not, using this financial calculator. Okay, so good. Now you feel like you are very pro, right? Okay, okay. Now let me continue. I share the screen. Okay, now anyone, can you calculate this? How much you need to pay back the lender if you are borrowing 100,000? If you borrowing 100,000 and the interest, the loan actually is 3.5 per annum. So means compounded at a yearly basis. Okay, the complex question will be compounded monthly, daily, and that is very complex. Okay, we will not touch the complex part. We touch the annual one. No matter, every time you deal with bank, normally they will tell you per annum. Okay, so you try to calculate for 3 years. So present value is 100. Interest rate is 3.5. And the period will be 3. So you put, you calculate the future value. Anyone know the number? You get the number? The one that I show. Okay, good, Rick, correct. Now you see at the right hand side, okay, 100,000 is the money that you borrow. Then the loan amount is 3.5. And the period is about 3 years. 3 years. Okay, then you click the future value. You put the blank and the payment. You just click on the future value. Then you should get 110,000. Okay, 110,000. Okay, Christina, can you? Oh no, Stephen and Christina, can you? 100,000. Rick is correct. Linda also correct. Stephen and also Christina, can you try again? Do you able to get the correct answer? You try again. The correct one should be 110,000. Okay. Let me know you're able to get the correct answer. If not, I show you. Oh, okay. It's okay. Let me show you. Okay. It's fine. So again, the present value, you put 100,000. So this is the money that you borrow from the bank. And the bank told you that the interest rate is 3.5. And then after 3 years period, you put 3 and compounded at annual basis. Then you click on future value. Then you get 110,000. Okay, yeah, Christina got it already. Now, Stephen, you able to fix it? You able to get the correct answer? Yeah, correct. Yeah. So that is how you know. So if you borrow this 100,000 for your education, for your study, then you must know that After 3 years, with this 3.5 interest, you need to pay back the bank 110,000. Okay, principal plus interest. But a lot of time in the bank, they already calculate all this in, and they divided this 110,000 into a monthly basis. Okay, the moment that you borrow from the bank, the next month you need to pay back in the monthly basis. Means that they divide the 110,000 into how many months that you want to pay back, how many years that you want to pay back. So they will divide into months. Then you already start to pay it back. Okay, now can you change the 3.5 to 5%? Let's say the interest rate increase. Let's say recently the US interest rate is also about 5 to 6. Let's put 5. Then you click again future value. And what is the number? Will it become more expensive for you to pay back? It becomes 115,000. 115,000. Okay, try again, Christina. It should be 115,000. Yeah, read correct. Yeah, correct. Stephen share the snapshot. Christina, can you try? Belinda also get the correct answer. Yeah. So, Christina, okay. Yeah. Christina, you got the correct answer? That is how you understand, know the number. Okay, very accurate, the number. Okay, you can play around all the number. Okay, don't limit by the number that I show you. You can play around with the number, with the interest rate, how many years. Don't play with monthly first. Play with annual, because you deal with bank normally is annual basis. Okay, so at least you know. So these are two big example. Okay, now another one. Can you try? How much your nasi lemak? Okay, the fried rice that you have is now currently is $10. How much will it cost after 5 years if the inflation is 5% a year? Also can calculate. Okay, thing getting more expensive. Okay, you get the number. All right, 12.76 correct. Christina Reed also correct. So now you become expert already, right? You feel a bit pro now. Okay, if you feel a bit pro now, then you type pro. Okay, like very pro. Okay. So this is how you how to know. Okay, because of inflations, things become more expensive. That's why you need to invest, or you preserve your purchasing power so that you still can purchase. Okay, you won't feel stressed when you buy something. Okay, because the value, if you do nothing about it, it will depreciate in terms of purchasing power. Still $100, but it will depreciate like in our class. Okay, now I want you to change again. Okay, let's say how about you put 500? 500. Can you change to present value 500? Whichever item, let's say maybe handphone. Let's say handphone is $500. Okay, so what will it look like? 5% after 5 years. What is the future value if it's a 500? Anyone? Once you get the number, you type in the chat box. Okay, and Rick and Christina and Stephen say 638. Okay, yeah, I think should be correct based on the number. Anyone get different number? Yeah, okay. So now you're very expert already, right? So now you know how to identify the interest and how much the inflations, how will it look like? Okay, so that is the basic. Okay, now okay, so let's stop here. So far, any question you want to ask? If not, I will jump to the AI. No, Rick, okay, So, okay, thanks. Christina, I see you. Hello. Okay, good. So, feel a bit pro, right? Okay, so now I share with AI. Anyone play with AI? The ChatGPT, Gemini? Okay, yeah. Stephen say yeah. Okay, some of you play with AI, right? So AI is very powerful. I want you, if possible, try to play as much as you can. Means that try to ask more questions. And one key thing that I want to share with you is, if you ask simple question, you get a simple generic answer. But if you ask a very specific question, then you will get a very specific answer, the answer that you want. So you must put in as detailed as you can, as specific as you can. Example, maybe you want to ask ChatGPT to get a lost weight plan. You want to lose 10 kilo for 3 months. Then you just ask a ChatGPT, hey ChatGPT, can you give me a lost weight plan to lose a weight of 10 kilo in 3 months? And this plan is specifically for a male, a working adult, at the age of 40 to 50, like me lah. Okay? And please suggest. Okay? So you put a lot of detail. So whatever proposal, solutions that give to you is very specific. Okay, so that you get a very specific, precise answer that you want. So you must put as detailed as you can, so that your answer will be very precise. Okay, so AI is like giving a computer a brain. It make all the about making machine that can think, learn, make decision like human. Okay, and actually AI do a lot of things for us. One of the very important is recommendations, because that is called ranking system. Ranking system means that based on your history purchase, based on your history, shopping history, viewing history, browsing history, they will recommend something that you want. That is called algorithm. Okay? They will propose like your shopping center, like your Amazon, like your Taobao, okay, that you purchase. They roughly know based on your history data, they can propose something more relevant to you, and they will close 20 to 30% higher sales, because whatever they give to you is something that you like, your preference. In your browsing history, they know. Okay, junk control also the same. Okay, so that is very important. Your shopping, okay, even Google Map. Okay, actually more than that, a lot of example. Okay, now bank also use a lot of AI. Okay, to analyze the fraud, identify the fraud, monitor the transaction, and they also analyze customer, and they know, okay, their category of their customer. They categorize into different category, different segment, so that they can sell you something that you like. Example, maybe a lot of people like property. They sell more property related services or product. Or maybe they like customer like to invest in stock. Then they will give a lot of promotion. Then they get more sales. Okay, so AI can help us in a lot of aspects. Okay, and actually this is the world's first AI powered personal finance app. I didn't try, but you can try, play around. But be careful. The thing that you try, get a permission from your parents. At least they know what's happening. This one I didn't try, but you can play around. Okay, and they can give you the suggestions, saving. Okay, even some predictions. Even just now the calculation. You can ask the ChatGPT to calculate for you instead of using financial calculator. Okay? Okay. Now, just now I share all the link. Okay? Why I want to share so many AI tools to you? Because the accuracy of each of the content that you get, sometimes the more there are few different AI tools. the result sometimes is for you to compare, to verify. You cannot accept 100%. Okay, because this is just a test product, yet to be 100% accurate. It's up to 90% accuracy. So don't 100% accept the answer from the ChatGPT. Okay, now, so this is the demonstrations. Okay, so let me let me share the chat box. Oh wait, let me share the AI tools in the Chrome. Okay, now, so the one that I share here actually is ChatGPT, because I'm the pay versions. That's why I have 4.4, GPT-4, and also GPT-4 3.5. Now you don't need to register, you can use 3.5. If you want to use GPT-4, you can use the Copilot under Microsoft, because Microsoft is the big investor for ChatGPT. If you don't like Microsoft, you can use Google Gemini. Okay, and if you want to have another comparison, you can use another one called Perplexity AI. Okay, and you can get a lot of information from these four. Compare the answer so that you get the very accurate answer. Sometimes they even give you a citation, give you the source of information. Where the source of information you get it, then that is where you compare. Okay, now for just now the exercise, the demonstrations. Okay, wait, let me share, let me open it. Just now for the demonstrations. Okay, so the first demonstrations you can type in your chat box. I have a monthly income of 3,000. How should my budget look like based on 532 model? 50% on necessity, 30% on wants, 20% on saving. Okay, so let me show you. And you also can do it from your end. Okay, wait. Okay, you should be able to see my screen. So I can ask the ChatGPT. Okay, I can ask the ChatGPT to create a budget plan for me. Okay. Okay, you can verify 50% of 3,000, yeah, 1,500. Okay, and actually you can put it, you can ask him, please put it into a table format. Yes, you can ask them, put it better outlook. Yeah. So anyone get the same answer like me? Same output like me? You type me in the chat box. You can use any, you can use Gemini, you can use Perplexity, yeah, Victoria, Stephen, Aaron. Yeah. It's okay. Different look is okay, but answer must be accurate. Okay, verify the percentage, the calculations. So that is the budget in the table format or in different format. It's fine. It's fine. Important is the number is accurate. Okay, so this is the budget plan. Now, another one, okay, another one, okay. I believe all of you can follow, yeah. Okay, now let me try another one, another demonstrations, but you also can do from your end. Okay, I type in the, so now income is 3,000, grocery 600, transport 1,000, car installment 1,000, insurance 400. How can I save more? You can ask to get some idea. So now I want to try Gemini. Okay, I use Gemini, which is under the Google. So I ask, wait, it should be in the text form. Okay. So I type in the Gemini. Okay, he said, currently your expenses currently is equal to your income. So saving money will require to do some adjustment. They even tell you where to adjust accordingly so that you can save more. Okay? They even give you some suggestions. Okay? He say, hey, can you reduce your expenses in the transportations or grocery? Okay? Yeah. Anyone can get similar answer? Or maybe in the chat GTP? Christina say can. Yes. Read also. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. You don't need to calculate yourself. You don't need to create your Excel sheet. Okay. They will calculate for you. You even can ask them to output into the table format and you copy it out. Okay. And they even suggest how to adjust. Okay. Review your transport costs, reassess your car need, whether you need a car or not, optimize your insurance. Okay. Make sure you pay money, value for money insurance product, grocery saving, budget. Okay. Use coupon, use discount voucher. Okay. And try to get extra income. So all this advice given to you, and you can get idea from that. Okay, how to adjust your income. Okay. Now another one, the last one is this. So I type in the chat box. Based on your projections, how much money I need to save monthly, and how much I can gain in 10 years. Okay. I think maybe they need more information on this, but it's okay. Let me type in the chat box in the chat GTP. You see, you need to know specific your goal. Okay. Because it's interrelated. So he say, okay, they will budget that you will save about 600 per month, as mentioned, because if in the same sessions, especially for ChatGPT, it will use the same scenario. Okay, now annual saving 7,200, 10 years without interest will be 72,000. And they also depends what is your investment return. If low risk, about 3%, moderate, 5%, high risk, 7%. Now, all this advice, you can put it, let's say, in the Malaysia context. Let's say I want to understand from Malaysia context. You also can put in that I want the answer in the Canada context. I want the answer in the China context. Then whatever content they advise to you, then it will give you a very relevant answer. Okay? So far, anyone can follow until here? If yes, you type yes in the chat box. Please feel free to answer, adjust, polish your answer, polish your questions so that you can get your answer. Anyone can follow here? The last, okay, read, okay. How about others? Christina, Stephen, Melinda? Okay, Christina say okay. Victoria, yes. Melinda say yes. Good. Okay. Now, Aaron also say yes. Now, still remember the first day goal setting? What you want to achieve, you also can ask ChatGPT. What is the value of my goal? Let's say a condo. Let's say a Lamborghini car. If you can put as detailed as you can, you also can ask ChatGPT. Or you can ask what is the cost to study in Cambridge University, in what degree, master or PhD, and let's say whatever they give to you is in today's value. What is the value look like after 5 years? Okay, okay, let me demo for you so that you can have the idea. Let's say I give you idea. So I want to become a speaker, trainer. So what is the skill Okay, what is the skill I need to accumulate to become a international speaker? They will tell you what kind of skill that you need, okay, in order to become an international speaker. Public speaking. So now you should go for public speaking to build your skill, and content development, the presentation slide, then the cross-cultural communication, because you want to access, you want to cover the whole international. So you must have a cultural communication, because different culture, different language, different sensitivity. And you must have a networking relationship. Get rapport with your participants. Okay, and you must build your brand, your marketing. Okay, and you must know how to get feedback and continue learn. I share with you, I spent more than 200,000 for learning since 2019. I continue invest in learning. And actually, I also told you that actually now I'm studying professional coaching. Now I'm studying the international standard of professional coaching. I will graduate by end of this year. Okay, that is called professional coaching. It's a little bit different from my training. Okay, so this is very important to you. Get a good advice. It's like a coach to you. What kind of skill that you need to accumulate as an international speaker? Okay, and how much I need to accumulate for my degree study in business administration in Cambridge University. Spelling error is fine. Okay, they know what you are talking about. Okay, but you can give the correct is better. Cambridge University, business administration. Okay, in Cambridge University. How much I need to accumulate for my degree study in business administration in Cambridge University? Then I will tell you the number. Okay. So if you study there, you must cover the three main things: tuition free, accommodation free, living expenses, and other associated costs like travel and book. So here is the breakdown. Based on the academic year, very latest one, you need about undergraduate degree Cambridge about 33 pounds. 33,000 pounds to 58,000 pounds per year. Okay, and the accommodation living about 6 to 10,000 pounds per year. And is that some additional cost like your book about 1,000, travel visa, healthcare, insurance? So all these they will roughly calculate for you. So the total will be 243,000 pounds for completing these 3 years of study. Okay. Now, get some idea from utilizing the AI for your advantage. Get it? Let me know. Hope that this will open your eye how to manipulate AI for your advantage, for your preparations, for your planning. Okay? Anyone? No one respond to me? Whatever I share here, will that add value to you? Especially the way that how you utilize the ChatGPT? Yes, right, Rick. Okay. How about others? Christina? Yeah, correct. That's why I share 4 AI. I share 4 AI platform to you so that you can compare. Yeah, Christina, I think you are very well aware that AI is not 100% accurate. It's only now is 90%. But it's the encyclopedia that you can utilize. Okay, any question that you want to ask? Remember the key point here, ask specific question. You get specific answer. Put input as detailed as you can so that you get a very precise answer. In the Malaysia context, in the Canada context, the content is for working adult, for children, for people, okay? As specific as you can, then you get a specific answer. How about Melinda, Victoria, Stephen, for this AI? Okay, yes. Stephen, Victoria, Stephen, who else just now? Aaron, can follow on this AI? Aaron say yes. Victoria say yes. Good. So my important point is demonstrate how you utilize ChatGPT or AI. Yeah, not 100% accurate. That's why you need to utilize a few platforms so that you can compare the answer. Okay? Verify first before 100% accept. But at least they give you some idea. Okay? And sometimes they also, if you can install in your handphone, you even can have the chit chat with the AI. And you can practice your language, no matter Mandarin, English, or any other language. It's another AI teacher for you. And sometimes my children ask me a lot of things. Sometimes I cannot answer. I will ask them to ask the ChatGPT. Then you can practice your language, practice your debate, practice your presentation to the AI. Let AI feedback to you. Any room of improvement needed. Okay, so important, utilize AI. Financial calculator, not so much. Okay, but at least you know how to play around with all these kind of calculation. And AI, try to utilize as much as you can. Okay, ask more questions, something that you're not sure, ask, verify, confirm. Because some of the information they share to you, they will give you citation. Let's say I give you one example. What is the total global debt now? So what is the total global debt now? So the answer will be based on a lot of source. They will give you a lot of citation from IMF, Visual Capitalism, IMF, from a very reliable source. The total global debt is 97 trillion. I think the number is not accurate. Okay, so if not accurate, never mind. You can compare with other, let's say Gemini, and you compare the number whether it's accurate or not. So this is based on IMF is 235 trillions, and World Economic Forum say 307 trillion. That is estimation. Okay, so you can compare the answer. Okay, so far any question? So this whatever today I share is just a starting only. So I give you a few example, you play around. So just a starting. So you should ask ChatGPT more. What kind of skill you need to build? Give me feedback. Give me idea. Brainstorming. Language practice. Role play. Try to use as much as you can. But of course, get permission from your parents first. Okay, especially those are younger. So get permission from your parents and try to play as much as you can. Okay, for me, I almost use a lot. I use a lot on AI. I even have the paid versions. Okay, so far you have any question? You even can ask all those amount. What is the cost? What is the money? What is the investment return? Okay, and any suggestion? I want to become a lawyer. I want to become a dentist. Okay, what is the path? I stay in what country? Which university is the best in this area? Dentist. Which university is the best in lawyer career? Okay, so this is how you build your things. Okay, so far, can everyone? Let me know. So far, so good until now. If yes, then we will stop here. Yeah, okay, Stephen. Okay, Christina, okay. How about others? Few more? Linda, Victoria, okay, good. Okay, then we stop here. So remember, today just a starting. I want you to play more. So all these four tools, let me share again. These AI tools, okay, and also financial calculator. You can play around a lot of exercise in the YouTube, in the internet. If you're really interested, you dig further, especially for financial calculator. Okay, so I pass back to Queenie.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Young, for this amazing tutorial of all the tools. So yeah, especially for AI, I feel like today a lot of people use it for like not good reasons, such as doing homework or things like that. But I guess there's like this stigma against it now. However, AI could still be a very important tool for advice and just giving you some ideas and just brainstorming about a few things. So of course, use AI for those type of things. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming today and learning a few new things, I hope. And I also hope that you can apply these to your daily lives as well. And then next week we will also have a webinar on Saturday and the same time. So please stay tuned for the promotions regarding that webinar, and please feel free to come as well. There are only a few left of the series, so I hope I can see all of you guys there as well. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming today, and I hope to see you guys in future workshops. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, Queenie,
Hi.
are you ready?
Yeah.
Uh, okay, let me share the screen. uh, wait, where is my, you wait me a while. Let me find the